Singapore is sounding a global warning that rising tensions at key maritime choke points could be a precursor to a far more dangerous conflict in the Pacific. According to Singapore's Foreign Minister Vivian Balakrishnan, the current disruption in the Strait of Hormuz would only be a dry run for a potential confrontation between the United States and China, a rivalry that's been building up for the last few decades. Now, speaking at the CNBC Converge live event in Singapore, Balakrishnan cautioned that escalation between Washington and Beijing in the Eastern Pacific will have some devastating consequences for global stability. The foreign minister also ruled out taking sides, saying that Singapore will act in its long-term national interest. The US is Singapore's largest foreign investor, with thousands of American companies operating in the city-state, even as Singapore runs a goods trade deficit of around $3.6 billion with Washington. At the same time, China remains Singapore's largest trading partner. Singapore sits at the southern gateway to one of the world's most vital maritime corridors, linking the Indian Ocean through the Strait of Malacca to the South China Sea and onwards to the Pacific. Recent conflicts in West Asia have proven that choke points matter in ways that we don't even comprehend. The Strait of Hormuz carries roughly 20% of the global trade and energy, but the Strait of Malacca handles even more, about 25%, making it one of the most critical arteries of global commerce. The concerns have also emerged about the possibility of tolls being imposed on these routes. It was reported in March that Tehran has been imposing or considering to impose tolls on vessels that pass through the Strait of Hormuz, prompting speculation that similar measures could now be explored elsewhere. But Singapore has rejected that notion. Singapore, along with Malaysia and Indonesia, the three nations bordering the Strait of Malacca, say that they share a common interest in keeping the waterway open and free.